Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome back to the stage the one and only Fraser Brooks and Jesse Lee Ward.
All right.
What's going on, guys? How was lunch? Portugal's dancing. Germany's dancing. Who else is dancing? Anyone from the UK feeling good? I don't know if anyone's out there from the UK or not, but we didn't give any shout-outs to you.
Actually, let's do that. Drop a 1 if you guys are in like North America, South America. Drop a 2 if you're outside of North America, South America. I'm curious. I want to see there's lots of 1s in these rooms. 1s, 2s. A lot of 1s on this side. 2s. Hawaii, cool. I love it. Okay, yeah. It's late. It's late over in Europe as well, right?
Yeah.
I was also just thinking I probably danced more like in the last 2 days than I've danced in the last like 5 years.
That's good. It's because I influence you.
I have pulled a hamstring, I think, as well at some point, and my hip flexors are gone. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. We're already at the bottom. Hey, Mac. Come on,
How are we doing this? How is this happening?
Hey, Mac. All right.
Duplication.
I love that they know like our generation too, so they're not playing like okay. So I want to know who feels like you're winning. Can we get some like I feel really good? Like let us know some yeses, some oh my god, I'm winning.
Yes.
Yes, look at that energy. Yes.
Come on. Yeah, I love that.
Yes. Woo!
And they stay there.
I love it. You know what's interesting? It says your hands up and they stay there. All you do is win. This is what you're going to do every day. Like, guys, I know you're like, it's working today. It's going to work tomorrow. It's going to work a month from now. It's going to work a year from now. It's going to work. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say 5 years because we were talking about how much has changed in 5 years. I was like, oh my gosh, can you imagine if we came up here and we trained when we started in the network marketing direct sales space and be like, let's book our parties. Let's book our hotel events.
I think I remember if I was going back, like, if I was checking my messenger, like maybe 5 years ago, there was a lot of, do you keep your options open? It was very like, there was a lot of like really kind of sales, there was just loads of like salesy scripts, but these, what you're sharing, I feel like you were having a conversation with people. You're just asking them good quality conversations. How many people, we asked you to do an assignment and we asked you to track the number of people who you sent a message to. Don't worry about the replies. How many people, let us know in the chats, how many people you were able to send a message out to. Want to read some of them off?
Alteria has 64. There we go. April 32.
300.
34, 75, 35, 61. Yes.
Oh, these guys are working.
120.
Chelsea, 20.
300.
Oh
my God.
I was paralyzed. My fingers hurt. That's brilliant.
Liz Perkins, shout out. She had 17 and 1 sign up. Already literally making money.
Come on.
Guys, this is unbelievable. How many of you are just seeing the confidence building? Even if you didn't get a sign up yet, maybe all 20 people you messaged re-prospected you. But how many of you were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I did it. Like I did it. I love something I saw in chat in room Z7. He or she, I'm sorry, I didn't see who it was. They said they said I'm already getting these messages back. This is actually working. I'm just feeling so much better. That's what this is about. You can do this.
It's gold, and that's it, right? So belief creates the activity creates the experience creates the confidence. You get more confidence, you get more belief, you get more belief, you take more action, you get more action, you get more experience, you get more experience, you get more confidence, you get more confidence, you get more belief. Just keeps going and going and going and going and going. How confident on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being incredibly confident, 1 being no confident, do you think Jesse Lee has? How much do you think? 100, right? 100. 11. No one said less than a 10 yet, right? She's been doing it and 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 doing it. I think we would love to get some people up and just maybe get some additional clarity. If you guys, for some of you guys who are maybe just want a little bit more help, a little bit more depth. So maybe you got some questions. Maybe it doesn't. You feel like maybe you want to go a different direction in terms of like business or product. So maybe we could get, if you guys could give us a ferocious wave, dancing wave, Z7 Claire Rose Howard, Z7 Claire Rose Howard. Oh, there we go.
Z1,
Oh, no,
Z1 Wayne Lice. Look at him. He's got a question. He's excited.
Z1 Wayne Lice.
Wayne Lice.
Nice. Z6 Samara Lane McCarthy.
Yeah, Samara in Z6, her face jumped somewhere. Someone's back here under something, but I can't see the name. All right, so we'll start there, and then if your question hasn't been answered, we'll go to a couple more, okay?
Yeah. And then after that, we'll go into content.
Yep.
Right? We're going to have fun with this.
Yeah, we have a lot to do, so I know some of you just straight up didn't eat. You didn't eat at break. I mean, I would say I'm sorry, but like we made money, guys, all right? I mean, money, food. And
you were hustling as well during the lunch.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Jessie Lee, what should we, what are we going to open with in the next session?
I had to TikTok, guys. I had to post. I had to DM. I had to get my messages too.
She ain't messing.
Yeah.
She ain't messing. All right, so we can bring the first one up. Z7, I think it was. Claire Rose Howard. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, Claire, how you doing?
Woo!
I'm good. My brain's gone to mush because I want to Facebook Live this or do something. A reel, Instagram reel. Oh my goodness! Can somebody Instagram me?
Hey, you know what? Give me 3 seconds. I'm just going to take a video and I can send that video to you.
There we go.
And then you can use
All
it.
right.
All right.
I'm sorry. My brain has gone to complete mush. Firstly, I just want to honor you both. You're absolutely amazing. This is Fraser Brooks and Jessie Lee. I'm Boss Lee, and I cannot believe this. Woo! That's awesome. Woo! Oh my goodness. Well, I just want to say thank you.
This is Claire Rose Howard. I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. It's Claire Rose Howard.
I can't believe it's Jessie Lee and Fraser Brooks. So, okay, I have to, firstly, what you have shared with us has just simplified everything. I think in my business, we make things so complicated. We sample, then we invite to Zoom, then it's like just takes so long. And so thank you for simplifying. I have 2 really simple questions and then maybe something that's really complex. One, I can't figure out how to get gifts on my texts on my iPhone. They used to be there. They're not there anymore. The second one, I've completely forgotten what my question was. And my third question is, it's this whole thing about, I'm really passionate about certain things. I'm passionate about my faith. I'm passionate about letting my light shine. I'm passionate about freedom, helping people step into health. And I feel like some of those have hot topics connected with them. And so if I want my light to really shine brightly, I can't dampen them by not sharing some of those things that are really passionate to me. But I've lost customers and I've even lost business builders because they've disagreed with some of my things. So what would you guys do?
Well, when it comes to the GIF, I'll just show you the GIF situation, just so you've got that. All right, so if we can use the Elmo, that would be amazing, just so I can show you. So, hey guys, I just want to let you know, I use an iPhone. For those of you who Android users, I'm not able to show you what it's like on an Android, unfortunately, because I don't own one and I don't have an idea on how to use one. So, but it should be very similar, all right? It should be very similar. Okay, so we're in a messenger here. I'm going to click the plus sign. And then in the middle, it's not that easy to see. But next to the little camera with the little plus, you have the GIF. Click on that. And this is where you would search, right? So cry or sad, right? So, hey, Mary, I noticed you saw my last message, but you didn't reply, ... And then you go to the GIF, and then you enter it here, and then you can kind of select this one, right? Once you click it, it sends. Okay, so just to recap, at the bottom of the chat, you should press the plus signal, the sign. Then the GIF is in like the middle bit, right, where my finger is. Okay, is that clear? Can you see that?
Mine doesn't have that plus. There isn't a plus on mine.
So what I would do is I would try maybe either updating the app or deleting the app and reinstalling it, because it should show up, right? Maybe just a glitch or something like that, but it should be there.
All right.
All right? Appreciate you.
And then, yeah, I mean, so that answers that. And then when it comes to the stuff that's controversial, like, you already answered it for yourself, honestly. I mean, you were like, I'm pushing away business partners. I'm blah, blah, blah. Like, let your business feel good. If you've ever watched me on social, I talk about God all the time. Like, all the time. But like Eric said, I just leave it at God. Right? I just leave it at God. If somebody wants to DM me and get deeper into the conversation, I'm all about it. But I just leave it at God. Okay? But if you've ever watched me, you've heard me say, God, 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 church, 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 God, 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 all the time. So I think there's like, I think there is that fine line though, and I think you're starting to find it. So you're gonna find through experience more than anything. What's going on? Hey Wayne, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey.
Can I answer for you, Wayne?
Switch.
I like your background. It's so fun. Look at it. Wow.
Oh, Wayne. That's awesome.
Gotta love virtual, right? I do have that quilt though. It's hanging downstairs. But anyway, I responded to everybody that messaged me from the Facebook post, the change of the profile, which blew my mind that I got like over 200 likes and 50 messages.
Yeah, Wayne.
Come on, Wayne.
Like
Enough.
50 messages.
Yes,
from
yes, yes.
for that.
50 messages. 50.
About that, yeah. 50, yeah.
Come on.
I during lunch, some of them are already either team members or they know what I do. So I just sent them a nice message aside from your script. But the people who I didn't really have a lot of contact with, I sent your script. And it was very uncomfortable sending it, but I did anyway. And a couple people have responded back that they were just supporting. Now, do you have any suggestion on how to respond to them?
Yep.
And the other piece that I had was one person responded back that I just really liked your picture and I'm interested in learning more about what you do.
Boom.
I'm like,
That's what I'm talking about, Wayne. All right. I feel an opportunity. All right. So the first thing is like just being normal. But I will tell you a little secret I do instead of just being normal is the people who say I'm just being supportive. I just call it the 30-second scroll. It doesn't even need to be 30 seconds. All right. I would go to their page and I would just scroll really quickly until you find something that's an actual conversation point. Because like I said, this is a great way to build those relationships, right? Those people are clearly watching your page, right? So let's scroll down. Let's say I'm scrolling down and I see you just took your first vacation since the pandemic. Maybe you took your family on a trip to the beach or something. I'm clearly making it up, right? I would just say something like, Wayne, yeah, thank you so much, Wayne. I appreciate the support as I work my business. I see you and your family just went down to Ocean City. How was that? Is it normal yet? From since the pandemic started, again, questions, keeping conversation going, because the more that they start to see that you're into them, they're going to be more into you. So there's nothing wrong with the supportive. Like I like the supportive responses. And then congrats on that person who wants more info. So exciting! First of many, bro. First of many. First of many. So awesome. Does that help? Does that help you?
yes, thank you very much.
Of course.
Yeah, go Wayne. Go Wayne.
So there was a question that's really good. A lot of you probably have the question. And then I'll run right over to you. I know, don't worry, we did not forget you. So somebody was saying, how do I get past the block where they have to be accepted into the groups? All you need to do is send, when you say, can I tag you in a quick video? You can, and they say yes, you can just say, you can put a line in there that's just something like, I'm adding you to a group called Happy Group, whatever your group is called, right? It should be in your notifications if you want to accept it first. It's easy. Just add something in there, boop, and then you can tag them. All right, how are you, Samara? How you doing?
Yeah, Samara. Yes.
Speaking out right now, I absolutely love both of you. Okay, so I have like 3 super quick questions, hopefully. So what is your take on, like, I feel like I have a lot of other network marketers or business owners and that like my stuff and comment and stuff. Would you still message them this? Is that weird? Is that, so your take on that? Do you want me to just say all the questions first?
Well, we go one at a time. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I still think you message them, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would too.
Okay.
They follow you.
Okay. And then as far as like the controversial stuff, so I've had a lot of like stuff on my Facebook or whatever. I personally like just don't talk about any of that stuff. But then I have had people that are like, oh, well, if you don't, say anything, then you don't care. You're not, whatever. So not to like make this a negative thing, but is it all just in my head? Should I just keep doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, I wouldn't let their opinion of you or what they think of you kind of hold you back from doing what you want to do, right? I would just crack on. I just crack on. There's so many people who try to pull us down. They try to limit our success in order to keep their power. And what I mean by that is they don't want to see you go out there and be successful, because then they're like, oh, maybe she's not going to be friends with me anymore. Maybe I'm not going to be able to talk about politics or drama or gossip. And one thing that I've always done over the years is I always realize, right, there's 2 types of people. There's 2 groups of people you'll hang around with. The first group will talk about other people, gossip, drama. The second kind of people are the people who are in this environment, who are at this event. They talk about concepts, systems, ideas, visions, goals. And I want you to make sure that you spend more time with the people in Group B than you do Group A. And unfortunately, a lot of the people who are nearest and dearest to us are in Group A. But I would focus on what you're doing, what you want. If you offend the people, like, hey, they're going to stop following you, right? You can stop following them if you want, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So, yeah, I'll do that.
Like an overthinker and an over planner, and I'd like want everything to be perfect. So I know a lot of this is just like mindset. So I'm working on that.
Awesome.
My last question is like, so like everything that we've been doing as far as like the profile picture and the description and, all the things that you guys told us to post, all the exercises, like, I guess, am I ready? Am I ready for this? Like, I feel like I'm kind of in the rebuilding stage of my business. So I'm like, I know taking action, like that's what I need to do to move forward. But I guess, is there anything else I need to do to like jump back in again? Or do I just go for it?
I'll tell you what, when I started, I was not ready. But I did the work and I became ready. I kind of I started running and I pulled a hamstring. I'd run again, pulled another hamstring, run again, and I recovered. And I got stronger and stronger by doing it and doing it and doing it. And you will gain the confidence by taking the action, which gives you the experience, which gives you the confidence. And I think just making the start, pressing go live, hitting the send, typing the message out and hitting it, that's going to help you get the confidence to understand that, you know what, I am ready for this success. I am ready for this. Instead of overthinking, the more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do, right? Doubt kills action and action kills doubt. So although I don't like the advice of just do it, it's true. Just do it. Get on with it. You got it. You've got this. You're going to crush this. I love your jumper as well. Super cool.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Was there one more?
Yeah, we could. Okay, there's still like a lot of questions. So let's see. In Z7, Tony Pacas looks like she's going to break her arms. So, and then we got Giordano Carrera. No, that's not. Hold on a second. That's Colton. Colton. We got Colton in Giordano in Z6.
Yeah,
after.
that's a different name.
Oh
That's a different name.
Ranger. But yeah, we'll take. Yeah, where'd she go? Tony. Yeah, Tony.
All right.
Funny when you like your friends, you're like looking at your friends like, what's the wrong name?
Friends aren't allowed. Whoa!
Look at the love hearts.
They are so cool.
Tony is manifesting some love hearts on
That's
her
cool.
posts, I think. All right, Tony, what questions
yes.
can we answer for you?
So instead of trying to just like master all of this stuff at once and feeling like you're overwhelmed with, I'm sure somebody else might have asked this question, but would you just recommend starting one place and then if you can share that elsewhere, go with that? Or, I mean, it's kind of a big overwhelm, but
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like Eric was saying yesterday. He's like, we used to have this idea of let me master Facebook and then I'm going to move on to Instagram and then I'm going to get TikTok and then. And this is going to be overwhelming. Like, first of all, I want to appreciate you for being like, I feel like I am going to explode. Like, this is easy for you guys. We're over here. I mean, I'm wearing sunglasses to hide my tears, okay? like, like, I really appreciate that. And I just want to let all of you know, like Eric said this morning too, I was very overwhelmed with TikTok. I'm like, my podcast is exploding, my Facebook's exploding, I don't have time for this. Make time to
Tickety tock.
It really is about the messy action. The cool thing of if you try all these things, what's going to happen, Tony, is you're going to find something you really like.
Yeah.
You're going to find something you really like. And maybe it is you do a totally sloppy, messy, but in its own authentic, vulnerable way, TikTok. And people are like, that is like my new best friend. Like, that is exactly how I feel about this. Like, do you have kids? I do,
but they don't live here anymore.
Right, perfect. So you can that doesn't even matter. I just want to know if you gave birth. You can get on TikTok and say something like, I'm doing this thing because I need to be cool with my kids. Like that, like whatever. Just we clearly have a personality. We can see that clearly. And just talking on there. Maybe it's not the fancy sound. Maybe it's just you being like, I'm gonna figure this stupid TikTok thing out. And then, like whatever. You never know. Maybe that goes viral and you can put something on there. I'll give you this. Here's a gimme. Put on there, are you a mom? I'll show you how to do the text later. Ages this to this, give it an age range, and say who like, I don't know, what's the water next to you? Is that like a sparkling water or something? What is that?
Yeah, so
okay,
fresh
who
clean water.
Or something else next to you too. So like there's like things around you probably that you like. Yeah. Who, I don't know, I'll make stuff up. Are you a mom between this age and this age who likes wine, who likes Jesus, I see a cross, and who likes, your house looks cool too, so maybe interior design. It's way more organized than mine, okay? If so, hit follow, because I'm new to the app and I need friends. You know what I mean? Like, then you're going to find people who are like, oh my God, my kids think I'm psycho. My kids think, oh geez, here goes mom on her freaking TikTok and whatever. And then you can build a brand around it, because so much of what we're teaching you guys, it's not about being perfect. I promise you. It's about finding your people. If you're looking for the perfect sponsor, you would literally never join me. If you're looking for the Stepford wife, you would never join me. If you're looking for the super conservative, like, I don't know, I'm talking like this, okay? But like, oh my God, can you believe she has a tattoo? Half my body has freaking Hawaiian art on it. I'm not for you. Like, that's fine. I'm trying to find your people. So the more authentic and messy, and I'm scared, and I'm this, and I'm that, then you know what? You're going to find all the people who are like, oh, thank God. Thank God somebody like that exists and I can join them, because I thought I had to have perfect hair and the perfect handbag and the perfect clothes and the perfect makeup. And I just roll out of bed in sweats every day, for God's sake. You're going to find your people. We're trying to find your people, Vicky. We're trying to find your people, Matt, your people, Georgie, your people. So it's okay that you're overwhelmed. If you weren't, I would call you a liar.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason we're teaching it. Because there's no one else who does it like we do. There's no one else who does it like we do. Okay? It's okay if you guys are scared. We're just trying to get you a little bit better today. But thank you for your honesty. I know that was only one question, but like, I really think more of you probably feel like that right now than not. And I think it was worth the 7 minutes to just love on you for a second. I know I'm loving on all of you through Tony, like all of you, okay? It's okay to be scared. All right, what's your next question?
No, it's gone.
It's done.
They muted me.
Okay.
Sorry, they muted me. Honestly, I have a statement more than a question now, because I've been working my day job while doing this since Friday with you guys. And it really has shown me that it is possible to break that 9 to 5 and really make a difference in the world. doing what I love. And so I just want to thank you guys for that, because you guys really changed many lives this weekend and today and yesterday. And I'm not the only one who feels it, but I just want to thank you for everybody, truly.
Yeah, the guys, the team here have done such an incredible job. The speakers at Most Powerful Women and you guys and Eric and the Warwick Studio team as well. I'll give a shout out to those guys because they've worked their backs off for you guys. They ain't sleeping. Yeah, they ain't sleeping. So should we do one more before we jump in?
We had
we did have
well,
one?
it wasn't really Giordano, but the room was Z6 Giordano. I don't know the last name. Giordano.
Z6?
Yeah.
Giordano.
Six,
Can you see them?
Not anymore. I don't know where they went.
Ooh.
There we go. Hey!
That's a different Giordano. There's the real Giordano.
There's the real one.
Oh.
Giordano!
He's got invisible
I like
skills.
Italians.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people in the background as well.
I like one Italian.
Yeah, they're laughing. We can hear them laughing. Great.
I love it. We can hear you. What's going on, my friends?
Hotties. People are saying hotties in the chat.
Oh.
It's the ketones. No, I'm just kidding. It's the water. But question is, Fraser and Jesse, what's your favorite way to come up with content ideas?
We're actually going to go into that. But my favorite one, I would say, is if I scroll the feed and I see a post that has like 100 likes, 20 comments,
The chat
likes,
is not good. Okay, y'all are perverted. You need to go talk. You need to text your partners or something.
I'm married.
Yeah,
Okay.
go on.
All right,
There you go.
okay.
He just got massive.
Y'all need to
husband points there.
exercise or something.
He just got like at least 37
I'ma
husband
pray
points
for
that
all
one. So if I see a post that's working for someone else, I'll save it. And if I'm like losing inspiration, I'm lacking inspiration, I'll go into that kind of saved file and I'll be like, right, okay, how can I do my own version of this? That's kind of all I do really. Is there anything that you do?
Yeah. So people ask me all the time. They say, Jesse Lee, was that, like how do you schedule your posts? How many of you have been wondering if I schedule my posts or if I have somebody posting them for me? Have any of you wondered that? Sandro has, Brenda has, love it. So the answer is no to both. Okay, Lucia's asked. Okay, so here's the thing. Social media to me is show people your life. Like, what are you doing today? The reason I had you post yesterday, a screenshot of you learning, and we talked about this at dinner. I was like, wow, like we got a bajillion tags from people that have never tagged me before in anything. And he's like, yeah, me too. And Fraser said, it's because they're not yet conditioned to share their lives. Like, how many of you haven't thought yet today to boomerang the two of us or boomerang yourself or take a photo of yourself or put it in your story or at lunch, tell people what you're doing or whatever it is? It's just not yet in your repertoire. It's not yet in your habits. For me, I'm like, I just said this. We were just backstage and Eric said, hey, you guys can go in the trailer. There's this trailer back there. And what did I say?
You were like, opportunity, TikTok opportunity.
This is a TikTok opportunity, Fraser. Get your phone. Right? I'm like, let's go to the trailer. Right? I'm like, we got to take photos in the trailer, video in the trailer. We got to snap. We got to do the most, right? Like, I'm literally just, every time I see something, I'm like, like the Marina's Lamborghini's out front. Oh, she has the yellow Urus out front, right? And I'm like, I'm going to sit on it. I'm like, it's an opportunity.
Who took the
and
photo?
So I sat on it. I said, I need a photo. Fraser, will you take a photo? I'm like, Fraser, hold on. We're together. People like when we're together. Take a photo. Hey, Eric, my people really like you. Take a photo. I'm in Eric's house. Photo. And maybe you're like, okay, but I'm literally not with Fraser Brooks. I'm not in a trailer. I'm not, if I sit on someone's Lamborghini, I might get injured. Like that's scary. Okay, but share your day. They want to know you. They want to know about your kids. They want to know about what your garden looks like if you're a gardener. I keep seeing all these Hawaiians in the chats. If you aren't posting a photo of the scenery every day, you are missing out on mainland customers and promoters and everywhere else in the world. Because what's your normal is your normal. It's why you think you're boring. Your life is not boring. It's just that you live it every day. To use the example a little further, we walked into Eric's house the other day, and we had a conversation. I'm like, it's kind of weird that this is like, all right, we're going to Eric's house. All right, we've been here like 50 times. All right, yep, here's the $15 million house. Just la, 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 la. Do you think that Eric walks in his house every day and Marina walks in and goes, oh, heavens, look at the glass. Wow, the koi fish. Oh, my God, get a photo. Get a boomerang of that fish. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. No, it's their normal. It's their normal. So your life is not boring. Your content is not boring. It's just you're so used to it, you don't think about it. Now y'all want to see the fish. Literally, there are koi fish, and I've never seen Eric take a single photo of them.
Are they Norwegian?
He's funny. So literally, look at literally, the content production, the content creation is literally you living your life, and then making sure, like I teach that 4-2-1 ratio, right? Of 4 posts that have nothing to do with business, 2 that are kind of about business or product, and then 1 that's like a hard-hitting post. If you're following that, Z4 Brenda Wall will take you because we see you. If you are following that, then you'll start to get in a pattern where you're like, I don't think I've posted about my opportunity in a while. I should probably post about my opportunity. I haven't posted about my service in like a week. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and make a content post around that. So I hope that answers the question, but we like Brenda. She has Fraser's books in the background.
Well, you know, I'm actually, because I've got to admit, you are a beast at like content creation. Like I have never, ever met anyone like you who literally, you did like 6 TikToks in the break. Like you eat, how can you do 6 TikToks whilst you're having a sandwich? Like I'm the other end of the spectrum, the other end of the scale, where if it's not in my calendar, I don't do it. So I literally have reminders in my calendar 2 or 3 times a day, right? Facebook post, Instagram Live, Facebook Live. And some people say that's like maybe too structured, maybe for those of you who've got kids and stuff, but I need that. So I think it's figuring out like, yeah, have some structure, but also like if there's an opportunity, train yourself to be like, opportunity, Instagram opportunity, TikTok opportunity, Reel opportunity. And you'll only get those by creating more content as well. So I thought that was an amazing question.
Yes.
We did lose them on the screen, but I think there was like 70 people at their house, which is kind of cool. Maybe 7, but yeah. Brenda, how you doing, legend? How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, my question is around the ad tag message group. I don't have one. Nobody in my upline does. Somebody in my sideline does, and I'm looking to see if I can get in that so I can kind of get an idea. But would you suggest I create one? And then is there a separate way to do that on Instagram? That kind of tells my naivety about Instagram.
Yeah, so I would definitely collaborate. I would also, even though your upline doesn't currently have one, I would have conversations like, do you think we should put this together? Like, would you be interested in that? Assuming, of course, you have a good relationship with them. And then if you have a great relationship with that cross line, sideline, whatever you want to call them, then sure, collaborate there. I just think, again, I'll talk to Eric about like putting together a whole thing for you guys with this. But I just think the bigger the actual group is, the better off all of you are. There is something to be said for social, just social credibility. I mean, I mentioned our customer group has 600,000 people. The ability to go in that group and see every size, shape, color, gender, lifestyle, kind of, food, whatever, we've got you. Like you're like, you can't join because you'll join me. Like you're not allowed in, guys. Okay. Like it voodoos you, like you're screwed. It's so powerful. And so I think there's something to be said for the sheer volume of people. So the more you collaborate in, I think the better off you are. What was the second part of that? I'm sorry. My brain went bloop.
Instagram.
Okay, so I have I technically have ad tag message on Instagram. It's really difficult unless you want it to be like a full-time job. Even staffing, it gets frustrating. I mean, there's the biggest part of a successful ad tag message group is integrity and the ability for everybody's lead to go back to the right person. And so with Instagram, you can't really. It's not set up for that. You know, there's just not enough organization, which is why even if you were pretty much an exclusively Instagram person listening to this, I have to tell you, I do think you need Facebook to structure your business.
100%. Definitely agree.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. All right.
And I'll just quickly rapid fire a couple things just because this won't take too much fast.
All right.
So an idea on how much to post where, 3 TikToks a day, 1 reel a day, what's ideal for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It depends each person. So back to sort of like find out where your biggest ROI is. I just think you need a presence on all 3. We don't have time to explain how I maintain. I have more than 600,000 customers. There's just that many in the group. Customer group versus business group. Business group is for business prospects. Customer group is for customer prospects.
Yep.
Let's see. Just posted a reel. Already 12 likes already. Perfect. You are awesome.
421.
What do you? You can still message everybody who has a private page on Instagram. Top right-hand corner on Instagram, there's the 3 dots. Hit the 3 dots. It'll say send message. Send message. Cool.
All right.
Are you guys like, are y'all feeling a little more confident? Are you feeling more like, and guys, okay, I've seen this a couple times. One more thing I want to say. All of this works if you're in a service-based company.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so you like you might be thinking, because this, I like how this is worded. Melissa says, "What about non-tangible products that are services? That's not sexy." It's perspective. It's posture. I could join any one of your companies today and outsell all of you. I mean, anyone want to disagree with me? You know, like any of them. I could sell your energy. That's not sexy. I'll make it sexy, right? I'll sell your squiggly lines and your whatever. I'm still gonna outsell you. I'm gonna figure it out. Like it doesn't. Whatever it is you're selling, please don't, please don't join me. Oh my God. Okay. Like,
Amy, is Amy okay?
Yeah. Where's Amy again? Like it's not a cocky thing. Okay, it's a systems thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a cocky thing. It's a systems thing. It's just that I know that when you follow little, simple scripts, it works. When you follow, like, just because you don't have before and after photos of a makeup transformation or skincare or hair care or weight loss shake, whatever transformation, it doesn't mean that your service is not valuable. Like, I'll just give you an idea because some of you are like, you said you understand how to make it sexy. Teach me. Watch this. If I were, the only one I can think of is like energy. You know, like the people who say like, here's your energy bill, whatever, I can get you your energy cheaper, right? If it were me, I would literally have a photo. I would ask the person to take a photo of themselves with their new energy bill for me, my customer, like how excited they are.
Yeah.
And I would post a story about how now that they saved $62 that month on their electric bill, they were able to put their kid in dance classes with a photo of the kid in the leotard.
Yeah.
Shut up! I'm gonna sell more energy than you. Like, I mean, like, I think the level of overthinking is just, you gotta cut the stinking thinking. Everything can be made sexy. Everything can be made attractive. Everything can be made, you know, special for people.
And they have the chance of working with you. Like, come on, you're sexy, right? You're sexy. Whether it's the community, that's sexy. Whether it's working with you, that's sexy. Whether it's being a part of something bigger, whether it's mission-based more than commission-based, that's sexy. Promote that if you need to. I don't see enough people promoting that. As well. So
legal services is the easiest one. Same thing. I mean, same thing.
All right. Well, shall we get into some content creation?
Yeah. You guys ready to create some content? If you're ready to create some content, put a yes in the chat. Maybe some hands up.
Come on. Let's do this. All right.
Sylvia's ready. I see her over here.
I want to share with you guys first and foremost how, because I need a little bit of structure kind of in my life. That's just how I work. So I want to help you create some epic content. Now, what are the 3 things that we've got told about the whole sales game that people need to and before they buy from us? They need to, you can let me know in the chat. They need to, no. They need to, let me go.
Like.
Ooh, there we go. They need to, no.
Trust. They crushed it. The chats know what's up.
They need to like. And they need to trust. So how the heck do we create that on social media? Well, I want to kind of help you create your own kind of social media funnel, right? So this is what the funnel looks like. Oh, yeah, it can look a lot better than that, right? So the funnel. So someone's going to kind of come into the funnel, right? Well, that's the world's worst stick man. The legs are not attached to the body. But how do we get people to know of us on social media? Well, this is where the E is. We need to either educate, give something of value, or we need to entertain, right? So Jessie Lee, she goes, you go live every day. Is it every day, Monday to Friday? And you're entertaining, you're educating.
I'm a combo move for sure. Yeah, definitely both.
Right. So when I go live, I'll do like how to. So 3 top tips to, growing your business on social media. 3 top tips to generating more leads. 3 top tips to doing this. 3 top tips to doing that. But when you educate and entertain, what do you think people do? Oh, this was so funny. Jessie Lee, you have to see this. I send it to Jessie Lee. What does Jessie Lee go? Oh, that's pretty cool. Who is this guy doing this post? Who is this girl doing this post? So guess what? They now know you. Right? If you're not creating content, you're not entertaining, you're not educating, how are people going to just find you? Right? So we'll actually come to how you can kind of create this in a minute. I just want you to write this down so that you have this, so that you can start thinking, okay, how do I entertain? How do I educate? The second one, so people now know you, right? Because maybe someone shared the post. The second one is, how do they like you? Because just because it's entertaining or educating, it won't mean that they necessarily like you. They might have known you. They're like, oh, I really like her content. I really like his content. I really like the content they're creating. So cool. So the P is for personal. They'll like you when they start seeing your personal posts. Like Jessie Lee, again, go on her Instagram, go on her Facebook. There's like hundreds and hundreds, thousands of posts. Her on the Lamborghini. You read the captions. Her with her dog. You look at the dog. Her, taking her products, right? Her traveling around the world. Her going to Napa. Her coming here. And you're like, I love this girl. She's awesome. Her energy is great. So now you do a live, or you do a TikTok, or you do a reel, or you do a story, or you do a post. It's entertaining or it's educating. People now know you because they're sharing things that they find funny or they find of value, right? How many times have you ever done a selfie and people have shared it? I mean, it's a bit weird. Like if I do a selfie, I'm like, yeah, and then like 100 people share it. I'm like, why are they sharing my selfie? Now they might share it if the caption in the post is entertaining or educating, right? A selfie is not going to get you shares. Right? Would you agree?
Yeah, unless you got a stalker.
Unless you got a stalker, yeah, right. We all got a few of them,
I completely agree. Yes.
And we will actually pull up some of your guys' content that you've already created, hopefully later on today, and give you some tips of what we would actually do to make that happen, to change that, if you guys would find value in that, right? So now people know of you because you've entertained or you've educated. People will now some people will like you. Will everyone like you? No, not everyone will like you. Some people will like you, some people will love you, some people will dislike you, some people will hate you. The haters that keep following you, they really do love you. They just don't want kind of you to know or to think that, right? Confused supporters. The trust comes from inspiration or inspirational posts. So we've got educational, we've got personal, now we've got inspirational. So I believe that inspiration comes from progression. So how do you create inspirational posts is you kind of going, this was me before, and now this is me here. Or you're constantly doing your Instagram stories. You're constantly doing your Facebook or Instagram lives. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, right? You're constantly doing your Instagram lives. You're constantly doing your Facebook lives. And people can start to see, whoa, her energy is exploding. His energy is exploding. I remember when they were getting 5 people on their lives. Now they're getting 50 people on their lives. Here's the big mistake that I see people make, especially if you have the health and wellness products, the skincare products, is that people kind of focus a lot about their own story and not the stories of the people who they've helped. So here's what I mean by that. If you have been using your product for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you've had like a radical transformation, people might not necessarily, they're not going to see the progression with that if they've just started following you, or they might think, oh, it's okay for you because you've been using your product or your service for years and years and years, right? What happens if you start taking photos with the people in your team, people who are your customers, people who use your product, and you write something like this? Again, I'm just going to kind of give you an idea. But meet my friend Bob. Meet my friend Mary. Meet my friend Sarah. A few months ago, Bob came to me with a problem, with a pain. He was struggling with energy. And using the products that I use, he's been able to Obviously, you got to stay compliant with your company rules and regulations and all that fun stuff. Be like Bob. Or if you would like to be like Bob, drop a I'm a winner below. I want to be like Bob down below, right? If you don't ask, you don't get. But now when people start seeing you with all these different, helping all these different people, great. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to be positioned as the person who can help other people. It's not just I help myself, I help you, I help you, I help you, I help you, I help you. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but I don't have any customers yet. That's why I'm here. I want to get customers. Well, you heard some great scripts. But when you get the chance to go to a team event, when you get the chance to go to any event, you can use other people's customers. And you can say, meet my new friend, Bob. Bob had a similar problem to me a few months ago and started to use the same products that I've been using. Now, people aren't necessarily going to know that, like, if that's your customer or not, because it doesn't matter. Because, again, you are positioning the person of credibility. You're positioning yourself as someone who can help them. So once you educate, people will know you. Once you provide personal posts, people are going to start to like you. Some will, some won't. When you provide inspirational posts, it could be a quote. It could be how you help other people. Now people are going to start to trust you. But I believe that know, like, and trust is not necessarily everything you need to do. There's one final step, and I said it was epic content, right? So we got the E, we got the P, we got the I, and the C. Guess what? Tony Robbins. He's educated, he's entertained, he provides some personal posts from time to time, he's inspirational. But I wouldn't necessarily reach out to Tony Robbins. Hey, Tony, love that post you did. I've kind of got that, like, I'm a bit starstruck. So the last step, the C, is how you kind of get the money, is conversational. Conversational posts. These are things like Jesse Lee covered some of them yesterday. We can cover them a little bit more. Is you asking a question. You asking a question. When do you think the pandemic will end? Oh, I mean, that might be a little bit of a controversial one, that one, right? What would be, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? You can ask this in your lives. You can ask this in your stories. You could do this on a reel. You could make a static post about this. And you're basically, the people who have found you, they know you, they like you, they trust you, they're going to be commenting like crazy on these posts. Like crazy. And then what do you do when you get all these comments? Well, I think you might have got some scripts. I think they might
have some scripts. They might have some scripts.
You get some scripts. Some people will be sharing it. Hey, you should, check this post out. But here's the thing. This is what I want you to know about the algorithm, how the algorithm works. When you comment on something and you go on the news feed, anyone ever been on the news feed and it says something like let's say you're friends with Bob Jones. Bob Jones has commented on someone's post, right? Bob Jones has commented on Mary Smith's post. You're not necessarily friends with Mary Smith, but what Mary Smith has posted about matches up with something that you have shown an interest in, whether it's because of a page you like or a group that you're in. So here's the thing. If you create conversational posts and you get 10 comments, 20 comments, 50 comments, 100 comments, 500 comments, more people are going to see that post, which means that you get more people coming into your funnel. More people know about you. More people then see your personality. They start to like you. Some will, some won't. Then they start seeing your inspirational posts. Now some of them trust you. But guess what? Some of them are too shy to reach out to you. So you have to create the conversational posts to give them a reason for it to make it so easy. Again, I keep referring to Jessie Lee because not just because she's here, but it's genuinely someone who every one of us should look up to because of the beast mode that she is. Now, she makes it so easy, so simple, so straightforward for you to want to reach out and comment. You genuinely, and every post you make now has hundreds and hundreds of comments, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you make it super simple. You're always saying, drop a love heart. You're always saying, comment, I'm a winner. You're always saying, like, fill in this poll, right?
That's a really good one, by the way. But are you guys getting value from this? Because I'm going to guess yes, because I'm over here taking photos of it too. One of the easiest conversational ones, I'll just write this down for you guys here, actually are polls. So
yes, for sure.
This is people love their own opinions. Like, ask people, and you can do this around, like, not even necessarily around product, but things that maybe are coming. I'll give you some examples because I was watching the chats and there were a lot of, I'm not creative, help me. So we're here to help you for sure. So like an example, let's see. All right, I'll do a skincare one. All right. So let's say you're in a company and there's some skincare. You could write something like, what are your biggest skin concerns? You can say aging or oil control. I don't know, I'm making up something. Clearly I'm not. Right? Like aging or acne. Aging or acne, that's probably a better one, right? And then you're going to have a ton of comments, right? And you're also going to have people commenting in it like, it was acne, but then I found da-da-da-da. Like, you're just going to have conversation, and that, like he said, that puts more people up in your funnel. From there, like a hair care one, right? What kind of hair do you have? Do you have thick hair or thin hair? Do you have brittle hair or I don't know, you have wavy hair or straight hair? Do you have curly hair or textured hair? Do you have color treated hair or not? You're getting the point. These kinds of things that they don't have, like, he stopped himself at the controversial one. He's like, oh wait, don't do that one, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a controversial anything to make people ask. And for those who are like, really? You can, if you're really just not feeling creative, I'm always telling our team, like, go make a poll of anything. Like, here's some gimmies. Ready? You guys, you're taking notes, right? Mountains or beaches?
Yep.
Night owl or early bird?
Pizza or pasta?
Pizza or pasta?
What's your favorite pasta? What's your favorite pasta?
I don't know. It really depends.
Oh, you're
on
more
my
a pizza.
mood.
You're more,
I'm yeah.
Oh,
That's a good. Hold on. I've got a good one for you, actually. Though, here's one you guys can ask about pizza. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Does it though? I don't
yes,
know.
I think it does. No. Yes, for me, it's a yes. My favorite pizza of all time. Yes.
No, come on, guys, have my back. Come on, there's too many yeses in this.
Y'all gotta try pepperoni and pipineapple. Change your life, okay? All right. So my Italian man would freak out that I just said that. That's okay though. All right. So no, I'm kidding. Let's give you some more gimmies.
Sneakers or flip flops?
Or heels if you're, you can do that too. But yeah, flip flops too.
Read or listen. I mean, these are like basic ones as well, right?
This is great though. Keep giving. Yeah, let's keep. Is this useful? What's your favorite color?
So simple. It has to be super simple though. Yeah. This is where people kind of get it wrong, right?
I love that. Did you see the poll? Is this super helpful? Yes or yes? I love that. Those of you who are, once you start to really establish your brand, you can also get stuff in there. So maybe you're known. We were talking to somebody yesterday. She's talking about how her Instagram page used to be a lot around, decorating and stuff like that. You could ask questions like, what kind of interior design do you like? Do you like rustic or are you more modern? You know, so you can then start to, but these polls, because then you're starting to get a little more specific about stuff. Makeup or no makeup, beard or no beard.
Mhm.
You can even do stuff like that. Men on here, right? You could literally post a photo of you with a beard, a photo without a beard, and say beard or no beard, and just commit to not caring what people say.
And I would recommend listing some of the benefits of your products, your service, your opportunity. And just like, for example, if you're in a skincare product, maybe go and find 2 of the biggest skincare companies. Do you use, this is going to be really bad for me. Do you use Nivea or Dove? I don't even know. I don't even know if they're companies. I know in the UK
soap.
they are. Like the soap. Actually, I think they are.
Do they use
All right. That's, I think, might be moisturizer, not skincare. But you get my point, right? So you give them. Give them 2 options. It doesn't matter what options they choose. You can go have a conversation about like, hey, have you ever considered changing product company? Like, would you like to see like what's happened to mine? Or again,
And you can
enter
you want
script.
like a ninja tip with this. This is so
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
Is if like your last post before this was maybe a customer testimonial, or was something around your product and opportunity, like maybe your post before this poll was like a real banger,
Mhm.
right? Like a real sale, like something either one of those 2s or 1s, like a 2 that's definitely alluding to there being a business going on or a product you like, or even your actual sales post, right? And maybe that one didn't take off, hit too well, but then if you do a poll next that gets a lot of engagement, they're on your page now. They're going to go from, this poll post, they're going to scroll. Oh, what's that? Right? So sometimes there's just these little tiny hacks that keep people on your page just a little bit longer so you can start converting more leads.
And that's the thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I don't like you never interrupting. Stay here. So when it comes to like the conversational post, like a lot of people may be kind of saying, oh, I don't get anyone to answer my stories. Like, yeah, it's because you're not doing the inspirational, the personal, the educational. Like you can't just have like if you're just doing the conversational, you've got no one to have a conversation with. Of course you're not going to have anyone reply. It's like, I'm just going to have a conversation with a brick wall. Like, hello, brick wall. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens when you have a conversation with a brick wall, right? You have to give the value. You have to give the education. You have to give the entertainment to have the audience of people to speak to, people who like you, the people who trust you. Then you ask them the question. So, shall we talk
Can I give an example of someone who's really good at it that I see in the accelerator?
Yeah.
Like, we're allowed to do that, right?
I believe so.
Okay. So, and I'll use the example and then I'll tell you guys just because I know you're going to go rush and not listen to me and you're going to go try to find their social media. So like this person is constantly educating on her product, like the actual benefits of the product. Like she'll talk about the collagen, it's a collagen product in particular. So like the collagen around it, and we'll show a bunch of different before and bunches and bunches and bunches of before and after photos, like this long hair, like all over the place. I'm like, oh geez, like it's obvious. You're like, holy smokes, like this clearly works, And she's got some stuff around like, oh, things she doesn't sell, but she'll be like, you could also use this hairbrush, right? So she's adding all this value. Like you could try this hairbrush. You could try, I like this shampoo. It's not anything she sells, right? I like this, whatever. You get the point. Like extra stuff, combs and sleep with a silk pillowcase. And like the women are like, oh yes, okay, I like this, yes. Okay. And then personal stuff, her hair went from like, whoa to like, whoa. Like her whole thing is like this mermaid gang thing she's got going on, right? But then she also shares a lot of her life. So like she shares a lot of personal stuff around like her transformation from self-harm to loving herself. She shares her marriage. She shares she got braces as an adult and took her entire following on this whole journey about like, my teeth were like this and now it's like that. Like there was even, I think, a reel when she saw her face for the first time after getting braces. Like I was like invested. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to see your face. Like, oh my God, it's been like years, right? Okay, which is also then inspiring, right? And you see the inspirational stuff because she ties in, like I mentioned, like some of this prior self-harm stuff and, eating stuff and whatever. But I'm like, wow. And she shows her team winning. And then she did just hit top rank after struggling for 5 years.
That's amazing.
And she takes people through this like emotional journey of, I wanted to quit. It was awful. And I just went to my company 7 and now I'm top rank. Like the coolest, like I was just like, oh my God. Like if you don't comment on it, you're kind of like a turd.
Yeah.
Like
who are you?
Like how can you scroll past someone who's like, oh my God, my team, like the Mermaid Gang, right? Like you're just like, I must comment. You're just like so compelled. I know I'm not going to recruit her. She knows she's not going to recruit me. I'm like, oh, I'm so into this. And so then every time there's a conversation, she's like, oh, like whatever, people want to talk.
Yeah.
She's got polls in the story. There's the conversation going on, but it was because she had all of these elements. And I know it's more than just this person, but it's Kinsey Ray. I just can't see her room number at all. It's cut off. But Kinsey Ray.
The one with the awesome smile.
With the awesome smile, because she had adult braces.
Is this?
Yes.
Oh, go on.
She's right here. Yeah.
Legit awesome smile.
Kinsey, yeah.
Oh, let's flash her on the screen. Yeah, go on, team.
But it's so well done because it's real. I think we'll pin her so you guys can see the smile, just because, and the hair, because I mean, y'all, I mean, like, oh my God, look at that!
I know that. Come on, it doesn't end.
Yeah, we'll try to pin you so everyone can see your smile, but it works. This flow that Fraser showed you, it does work. Yeah. Some of you're gonna have to get a little bit more. Smile for him.
Big smile.
There you go.
Look at them Nashes. Go on.
Wow,
oh yeah, come on.
Oh my
there
God.
we go. That is cool. I want to follow her. I want to follow this.
I'll give you a handle.
Thank you.
So, like, I mean, it's this. I just want you guys to know. Some of you are gonna have to get a little uncomfortable.
For sure.
Some of you, the idea of sharing, like some of the stuff I just said about Kinsey, she makes it public, so I knew she wouldn't freak out if I said, some of the stuff. You're like, I could never. It's like try saying like 1% of your story to get a little personal, right? And then like maybe next week you can tell like a little bit more, and then like a little bit more, okay? Like a little bit. But you've got to get a little bit better at this because people have to know you, like you, trust you.
Yeah, for sure. It's super important. I think when it comes to because the key one here really, yes, the money is going to come from the conversational posts, and then obviously you can go into the scripts as to the money's coming from. But let's talk about the education, entertainment, even the emotional, which I suppose is another E. I'm a great believer in Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, and I know you are too.
Yes.
How many of you guys have done a Facebook Live every week for at least the last 6 months? How many of you guys just kind of give us a wave? If you have, give us a wave. I mean, what? There's not very many.
No.
There's not very many. So
I think your theory is right. We were talking at Eric's house and Fraser goes, I really still think Facebook Lives or live video in general is the most underutilized tool on the internet.
I'll tell you this, when I the first time I ever spoke on stage, I was 21 years old. I'd been around personal development my entire life. My dad was the person who introduced me, but I had no clue. It was about to happen. He goes, I'm the next speaker, all the way from my own house is my son, Fraser Brooks. My dad was a great hype man. Like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I'm not speaking. I'm the whole back row of the event, 400 people at the event. The whole back row are my best friends. And they were all like, Fraser's going to be speaking. This is going to be brilliant. And I remember walking onto the stage. So it probably took me 15 minutes to get onto the stage. I was petrified. People were basically pushing me on. And I grabbed the phone. My dad kind of gave me the microphone. I held the very bottom of the microphone, and you could see it visibly shaking from left to right. And I just opened my mouth, just repeat. Some of you guys are laughing because you're like, yeah, that's me. And I burst into tears. Cheers. I burst into tears. The fear and the phobia was so strong that it was the only way I could get off the stage. My dad, again, he can tell me how it is because my dad, he could do it anyway, but he kind of grabbed the microphone off me, kind of barged me out of the way and just kind of went, well, that didn't go according to plan. And everyone was laughing, and I just felt so bad. And I made it a kind of a life mission to turn my biggest weakness into my biggest asset. And now I'm stood here with Jesse Lee Ward, Eric Warre stand by, and I've literally turned my biggest weakness into my biggest asset. I've been paid to speak on stages in 31 different countries. But here's what I wanted to know, and I don't want you to be like, oh yeah, Fraser, well done, right? I get that. If it wasn't for live video, I would never got good on stage. Do you think it's easier to go live in front of a camera or live in front of a massive audience? I'll tell you, the camera, I whipped it out, bang. And at the start, it was, hey folks, just gonna wait for some of you guys to jump on because there's no one on here. And the energy sucked. Mm-hmm. And I realized that, you know what? People join the live because of the title. They stay on the live because of your energy and delivery, and they keep coming back because of your consistency. Those are the three things. Notice those are the top three things. Content is not in the top three. Imagine if your sports team were just about to kick off and they announced that the 7th best player wasn't able to play. You wouldn't care. 7th best player. I don't care. If it was the top 3 players, then you maybe worry. But it's the title. If it's on Facebook, obviously the title matters. If it's on Instagram, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter too much. So the title gets someone onto the live, right? People aren't just joining and watching lives for the sake of it. They want to see the title. So the title has to have a high level of curiosity. In the beginning, you will suck, but you'll get better by doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So good title gets people coming on. Number 2 is good delivery. Good energy will keep people on, right? So good energy, good delivery will keep people on. People watch Jesse Lee Ward's lives, they watch my lives because it's engaging. It's high energy. It's not, hello. Right? Now, the third thing is consistency, which we talk about all the time, right? But if people have got a good title to get them on, we have good energy to keep them on, we need to have the consistency to keep them coming back, right? So this is like super fundamental that you get this. So here's what I did. Every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. UK, right? UK time, 9 p.m. UK time on my personal profile. I believe that's a great way to start. And I know some of you guys are absolutely petrified because you're wondering what your cousin's thinking, your uncles are thinking. I had the same thing. I just made a decision. I'm just going to go live every single week. I'm going to go live every single week, 9 p.m. And I did. And at the beginning, the titles were bad. And the energy was poor. But I was consistent, so I had one of the top 3 ticked. I went live again, and again, and again. And I had 5 people on, 10 people on, 15 people on, 30 people on. Then the 12th live I did, there was 130 people on, and I was freaking out. I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I just had 130 people on a live, like, ah! And he's like, really? Like, are the robots? Are they fake? Are they real? I'm like, no, they're all real people. I kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it to the stage where we had over 3,000 people watching lives. The biggest live I've done is just under 10,000 people on a live. And again, I'm not being like, me, but I want you to understand that you will suck at the beginning. Every big hit was a little bit, right? When they first started. Every master was once a disaster. Every legend started as a loser. I definitely was. I sucked. So
I mean, mine were atrocious.
Yeah.
I was committed. You know, this consistency, this commitment, that was everything. I went live over 700 days in a row.
700 days?
700. December 2015, the day that little feature popped up, I was like, all right, I'm just going to go. And now I know your next question is, what do you talk about?
Exactly.
Okay, guys, I would do my eyebrows. I've got good eyebrows. I would do my eyebrows on Facebook Live. Like, here's what I used. That's today's live. I'd be like, oh, what did I eat today? I did this. Hey, guys, how you doing? Checking in. I would do, honest to God, fake question and answers. Like, I would go on Google and type in most commonly asked questions. And I'd be like, all right, we're going to do a question and answer. These questions were pre-submitted. And I would do like 3 answers to questions. I would do some kind of personal development, and I would just train on that for a couple of minutes. I was so scared. I was so nervous. I was mean. I like just because I was so scared. I think your body starts like malfunctioning sometimes. So like I didn't know what was coming out of my mouth. But I'm telling you, it is one of those, back to using the word weapons, but live video is one of those weapons where the skill set we've acquired from it is worth actual, probably billions of dollars.
100%.
Like, I can look in a camera, this gigantor camera that you can't see. This is not weird for me. It is not weird for me to come and march on a $20 million stage. It would have been a couple years ago. We get on stages all around the world. It's like, okay, here we go. We don't have that. Yesterday, how long did we have to prepare? Eric gave us 30 seconds or something. Hey guys, I'm not feeling good. I can't come back. You guys take the rest of the afternoon. We're like, okay.
All right.
Okay. Because we've done this so many times. The repetition, you're going to be so bad.
Yeah.
But if you commit to being bad, the process goes, you suck. You just got to suck a little bit faster, okay? You suck and you suck and you suck and you suck, then you get bad. And then when you're bad for a period of time, then it gets to be okay.
Yeah.
And then your process is, I'm okay at Facebook Live, and then it turns, or Instagram, TikTok Live, then it turns into, I'm getting pretty good at this. I'm getting pretty good at this. Then it gets to great, and then it turns to world class. So when you see somebody like me, okay, now you guys see me on live video where I have a 3-pronged tripod, and I'm live on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook answering all 3 questions. It's almost like my brain is, I can speed read now, like I am a monster. That's world class.
Yeah.
So I'm live on 3 platforms, going live to over 1,000 people every single morning now. I'm an actual broadcast TV station.
Yeah.
It doesn't start there. It started... Guys, I started with my phone. You're like, give me the equipment list. No. This is the equipment list. I literally took a phone during the hours of daylight. I propped it on front or on a windowsill. Facing the sunlight was my ring light.
Yep.
And if the windowsill was crooked or the windowsill was up, my equipment was a stack of books. And some of the time when I travel, my equipment is a pop socket, and I hang it off of my laptop like that. Come on. Your overthinking is stopping you from making impact. It's stopping you from making income. You don't need the tripod. You don't need the lighting system. You don't need the tripod. You don't need the pointer. You don't need, if you've ever seen my gigantic electronic, ginormous $10,000 Samsung whiteboard, you don't need any of that. You don't. Post-it notes are great. You stick them on your phone so you can cover the number for those of you who are going to barf when you see either 0 or 200 or any number in between. Cover it with a Post-it note. Put your outline on a Post-it note on your phone and commit to the process. We are only on this stage, both of us, because we committed specifically to live video. When I met Eric Worre in 2016, he knew who I was because I was the girl with blue hair who climbs in bathtubs, fully clothed, on live video. I'm telling you, some of you were like, what in the hell did she just say?
And here's one thing. I actually did this in the beginning because I struggle big time. So I'm just on Facebook now, right? And we'll pull this on the Elmo, right? I'm on Facebook. I click live in the top left-hand side. You can see we got live here, right? We got live here. So I click on the live. And in the top left-hand corner, you can see it says public, right? I know it's really small, but it says public. So if I click on public, I can then set it to only me, right? So I can click on only me. Guess who's going to see that when I go live? Only me, right? So I'm going to get used to just doing the Facebook Lives only to me. If I really am concerned and worried about the people in my life who are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that. Like, oh, who's this? Trevor McDonald. I mean, the guys in the UK will understand what I mean there, right? So here's the cool thing, though. If I absolutely smash it, what do? I post it, and then I go into the settings, and I change it from only me to public. And now the whole world can see it. But here's the rule I'm going to give you guys, and you've got to stay very true to this rule. Only do 3 lives to only me. Don't always do this. You're only using this to just get good at like, okay, that's how I start a live. That's how I end a live. That's kind of like how I can, speak. I can get it further. I can get it closer. This has helped me massively because I was super, I was camera shy. I was people shy. I was everything shy.
Yeah. And on that, just so everybody's totally clear, we're both introverts.
Mm-hmm. You're an introvert.
I'm terribly introverted.
She is.
Yeah.
She actually.
You don't believe it, but I'm like the actual worst.
You actually, yeah. We're both quite.
We're both pretty bad.
Yeah, we're quite.
And then we can do the business extroversion thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so those of you who are like, how am I going to build this business?
Yeah, right.
I'm just going to tell you, live video has allowed me to be my introverted, quiet to myself self. And then still build a massive brand.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing I'll say on this, because we're actually going to take a workout session. What's it? A breakout session?
I hope not.
And you guys are going to go live, okay? During this.
I'll give you an idea. Let's talk about like, so like, for example, here's what I would do. One thing that you're great at, I do similar, is we have a very structured beginning and end.
Yes.
So your beginning goes like,
hello, everybody. It's Jessie Lee. You can call me #BossLee.
And mine goes, hey, everyone. Fraser Brooks here, coming to you live from Las Vegas. That's it. That's it. And when you know what to start with, and by the way, it's not, oh, we're live.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, everyone.
Just going to wait for everyone.
Just going to wait for everyone, right? So we have a beginning, and at the end, it's like, hey, if you got value from this, share this, love it. Let me know what your big takeaway was down in the comments. When you have a beginning and an end, the middle bit just kind of happens. Mm-hmm. You can have some notes. So here's what I would recommend. I'm a great believer in having 3 things. I'm gonna put them in the top right here, just so it's on one page, right? I believe you have a hook or an intro, the hook for us is just the, hey, everyone, Fraser Brooks here, coming to you live from the blah, 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 right? I would then go tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, or lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and then a CTA, which is short for call to action, or you can go with call to close, call to comment, right? Now, you're probably thinking, what's tip 1, tip 2, tip 3? What's lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3? You could do book reviews. I guess you guys have all read a book called GoPro, right? I hope you have. Who's read a book called GoPro before? 6 of you? Oh, there we go, right?
Emma's got
There
hers.
we go. Like, yeah, there we go. Emma T has got it on the screen, right? So you could go with 2 top tips from GoPro. No, they're all coming on the screen now. All top tips from GoPro. 3 lessons
Jackie's
learned
got
so
hers.
far. 3 things Jessie Lee Ward taught me. 3 things, whatever. 3 lessons, 3 tips, 3 reasons why.
Like, let's check. Have you learned 3 things today?
This is like,
Just like, I want to make sure.
I'm getting
Has
nervous.
everyone learned at least 3 things today?
yes.
You sure?
Yeah, that's good news.
Are you sure? Okay. I know you're going to be tempted during this little breakout session to give 8,000 tips. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Because some of you were like, I didn't read GoPro. Oh God, I can't do the live. Okay, that's fine. I think Eric's okay. You bought the accelerator. Okay, you can go buy GoPro too. All right, but I'll tell you, just those 3 quick bow.
Yeah.
You can complete a live in 5 minutes. Maybe it takes you 10 minutes. Maybe you're an elaborator and it takes you the full 15, whatever. Okay, this is applicable on Instagram,
Yes, it is.
on Facebook,
Mhm.
and on TikTok.
Mhm.
My lives are not different. They're identical. The only difference is that on Facebook, I give very specific instructions on how to follow me at the end. Everything else is the same.
And your funnel, it's building people coming into the funnel, educate, personal, right? And this is the easiest way and the best way to do it. Why? Live video will get the most amount of comments, more than, you've had thousands and thousands. I mean, I watch your daily lives on Instagram. I probably watch on Instagram more than I do on Facebook,
Yeah.
which is kind of strange. But you can just comment after comment after comment after comment after comment after comment after comment. There's just thousands of comments every day. Didn't start that way.
Oh God, no.
Didn't start that way. There's the odd one, but there's so many people coming into your world. So people are like, how did you recruit so many people? How did you get so many customers? Because you're constantly pouring into that funnel, right?
We can also give you guys some pro tips on lives after we break out.
Yeah, we want
Because I want to give you some of those little things that have absolutely helped me, if that's something that interests you, to get more of those comments, more of that engagement, and things of that nature. But what I was going to say when I was talking about being an introvert, because I could feel my introverts actually having a mental breakdown when I said we're going to go live on this breakout. Guys, to the point of like, we saw the chats of like yeah, right, she's introverted. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is more Jessie Lee talking right now. Okay, like if you were to sit down with me in the lobby at my house, like all the times we've spent together, this is me.
True.
If I'm gonna open my mouth, I'm not the loud one. I'm like, yeah, sure, what's going on? Yeah, cool, whatever, right? I'm the awkward kind of turtle, all right? Who you see when I'm dancing around on stage, or if you've watched me on live video or whatever, that's Boss Lee, okay? I have an alter ego. She's my, like, cape that I put on, like, show the people what they want! And I'm like, oh, God, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's
okay? That's not Jessie Lee, okay? That's not Jessie Lee.
It's true.
So I'm super loud when I have to be, and then we're both gonna leave here, and we're gonna eat a little bit of food, and it's gonna be 7 o'clock, and we're gonna be like, can we go to? I'm so tired. I need. Okay, like we both just wilt. We wilt. We show up for you, and then we wilt. All right. So, look at that. Look at what Virginia Phipps did. Posted a reel with me and Jessie Lee, over 950 views. Holy smokes!
Come on.
Wow, let's go.
Come on. So I want you to get like really like clear on those 3 tips, the 3 lessons, whatever it might be. And just that's what the title is pretty much going to be. The 3 top tips, or my 3 top tips to whatever it is. My 3 lessons learned from Jessie Lee Ward. My 3 top tips from the GoPro Accelerator.
Brooks.
It's just whatever it is, just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it, because after we're done with this, I think we should get the energy up and get them all dancing. As soon as we finish the dance, they go straight into it.
Yeah, because we need their energy up for sure.
Yeah. And we'll
don't overthink this, guys. It's just those short titles. So it could be like, here's like, and sometimes it can be things that just make people like, I just want to know. Like, here's one. Do you want to know, or do you want to learn from multimillionaires? They'll be like, huh? Or what I learned today from multimillionaires. What in the hell? Right? Or something like top tips on how to build big business on social media. You won't believe what I learned today. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
You won't believe what I learned today.
Curiosity.
When that pops up in your memories, you're going to watch your own live back. Like, what did I learn that day? I wonder. Like, you're going to be like, oh my God, I don't know what I learned.
Don't watch this if you want blank.
Yeah.
My secret weapon to blank, right? Just pick a benefit. Don't overcomplicate it. And again, messy action. You'll probably mess it up. I definitely did. I deleted my first live. But guess what? Also, I wish I hadn't deleted it, because if I could show you that first live that I did, you would go, oh, I got this. Like, I'm in. Like, I'm going to win at this. So I think we get the energy up.
Yes. And if you're going to barf, remember you can do only me, but I need us to commit. Remember, we are coachable. We are willing to barf, and we are hungry.
That's it. We've got 15 minutes. As soon as we go to the breakouts, you do go do the lives. 15 minutes, we'll be back, which means we'll be back. Well, let's go till 3 p.m., right? 3 p.m., 17 minutes.
We'll go to 3 p.m. Pacific.
Go to 3 p.m. So let's ramp up the energy in here. You guys go crazy with us. And as soon as we go to breakout rooms, we want you to do the live video. And we're going to ask you guys if you did it after we're done, all right? Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. We can see you.
That's it. Come on. Oh, Cindy Buck. Good work.
Look at Europe. It's midnight in Europe and they're still up. Midnight in Europe and they're like, let's go.
Come on. Yeah, let's go.
All right, guys, get that energy up. Have fun. Have fun. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to mess up. We all do it. And we'll be back, and we will. We got a lot more to go. We got a lot more to go, y'all.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. See you at 3 p.m.